The debt relief plan announced by President Joe Biden late this afternoon would cancel a portion of student loan debt for millions of Americans. This helps fulfill a promise he made while campaigning to become president, a promise he says will help ease inflation in the long run.
All this means people can finally crawl out from under that mountain of debt, to get on top of their rent and their utilities, to finally think about buying a home or starting a family or starting a business.
Here's how it would work. The plan forgives up to $20,000 if you went to college on Pell Grants. For those who didn't, the plan will forgive up to $10,000. To qualify, though, your individual income must be less than $125,000 a year or $250,000 if you're part of a household. The plan also extends the repayment pause one final time through December 31st. WHS 1119's Ford Sanders has been talking with people about the announcement and also found one man who missed all this by just a few weeks. Ford?
Yeah, Doug. Well, this is something many say they've been waiting for, but didn't actually think it would happen. I caught up with a man who recently paid off all of his loans just weeks ago, and we also spoke with the White House officials to answer some questions that you may have. Student loan forgiveness. Dan Lurie in Louisville knows what a gift it would be.
I've had student loans since I was 18 years old, so 32 years I've had student loans. Pretty much my entire life I've had student loans.
Dan is 52 years old. He's had loans for decades, fully paying them off just 3 weeks ago, missing President Joe Biden's announcement.
It ballooned all the way up to like $42,000.
He says hearing the news was a confusing moment for him.
It was bittersweet. I'm not gonna lie, I probably said some curse words and things like that to my wife.
But for others like Louisvillian Melana Hott, she says having around $20,000 in debt herself, this felt surreal.
It did feel sort of daunting to have the student loan sitting there, and any word of student loan cancellation, I just sort of took that for what it was.
Many begin to wonder why now? What was the catalyst to make this happen? We had a chance to ask questions to Rachel Thomas, the Senior Communications Advisor for Policy at the White House. She says this was a necessary step after the last couple of years the world has gone through.
It's our goal to make sure that individuals aren't made worse off after the national emergency and after the pandemic.
There's also some concern if this will come out of taxpayer money. Thomas says they've got a plan for that.
The government will be getting $4 billion on average of funds coming in from those payments resuming, and that will offset the cost of cancellation.
Lurie, although hoping for some repayment himself, is very happy for others who will benefit.
I'm psyched for everybody that has got those loans to get rid of it, because I have a lot of friends and a lot of them have degrees in things that they're not doing professionally now.
And Thomas, that White House official you heard from, tells us around 8 million Americans should be able to automatically receive this relief with no signups necessary.
So Dan, whom you interviewed, came so close.
Really close.
Just weeks ago. Will there be a chance, like the point he brings up, for people like Dan to get reimbursed any of it, since he paid off several $1,000s within the last few weeks?
That's still the big question that's kind of looming, Doug. I know that there's been some reports out there saying that they think that there could be a possibility for reimbursement. However, the White House officials tell us that for people that still need some of those questions answered, they can just go over to studentaid.gov. We're going to have that link on our website as well. But I know that a lot of those questions are still going unanswered. So I guess you just got to go to that website now.
So many people, all walks of life, so many different ages impacted by this. All right, thank you, Ford.